Hi everyone, I know it's been a long time since I posted, but I didn't know what to post. I've been thinking a lot about what content I should be doing, and I think I would prefer to do educational slash mental health stuff. And if I'm looking downward, it's because I'm peeling some oranges. So I'm just like cutting the outside fruit part, and then I'm gonna peel it in a bit. Anyways, I have some ideas for content, and I know I'm already on TikTok and Instagram, but TikTok is way too it's way too addicting, so I have to limit myself on posting and stuff. And Instagram, I've mainly been doing pictures, but and like more lifestyle stuff. But I think I want to use YouTube as more of an outlet for, like my thoughts and experiences and just like my general guidance. So I really like basically I met up with my high school friend the other day. I think he was just in town to visit his parents, and I am pretty old. I am past college, so I've been friends for a while, and he's been dating this girl. He moved for her, and he basically really likes her, but recently she's been saying stuff and acting in a way that indicates that she is probably bipolar. And because I have been diagnosed with bipolar and identify a lot with a lot of the symptoms, and I probably do have some sort of bipolar. That's the closest thing I think to what I have. I thought I would share some tips about just my experience of what it's like being hospitalized and some resources and stuff. I promise my next video will be more funny and more lighthearted. I have some pretty funny stories about guys tripping over me, like literally in the IEEE lab, and maybe my experiences as a woman in electrical engineering. What else? Yeah, I feel like those are pretty important topics. But let's just get into my experiences. I'm not gonna do it like that. I'll just cut it. I'm gonna get into my experiences of bipolar, and just some general tips for everyone. So I've been actually reading a book called Bipolar Complete Guide, which I find amazing. It's by this UCLA, I think he's like a medical psychiatrist, and I don't know if his brother has schizo, but he's had so much experience basically with just with bipolar patients. He actually has some really good quotes, and what really stuck out to me was social rhythm theory. And because I had already done 2 outpatient hospitalizations for depression, and I think it's actually 5, but like 2 main ones. Yeah, 2 main ones, and I think going to therapy really helped, but reading resources on your own is pretty underrated. And when you're feeling better, it's a really proactive way to take control of your treatment and figure out what plans you can do, and see if you're following like general guidelines slash like things that could help you. that's research based. A lot of people just end up taking like supplements. I know medication management and adherence and planning, just like taking it is really hard. I've had that issue too, so I totally understand. It's just hard. It's hard to manage, and I think some medication tips, I think I'll go over that in a video of itself, because medication and appointments and treatment and all the insurance, like medical insurance, can be really, really difficult. I do have this period slash like women's health online. It gets delivered to me, so I really want to talk about that. That one's called Nerks. I really like it so far, so I'll be continuing that. I've already done it I paid for 2 years now, and it's really not that much. I really do enjoy it, because I can ask questions at my own pace and get it written down, and get advice from a variety of sources, nurse practitioners, and different doctors, expert advice that I can look up and stuff like that. I'm not a sponsor, but I would love to be a sponsor. I am not. I basically have a video. Anyways, I looked up some videos on bipolar on YouTube. There's basically none. So what I'm gonna do is tell you about my experience with bipolar. It sucked. It really sucked. Did not have the greatest childhood. My dad was pretty good. He's gotten better, but my mom has always been awful. She has her own issues, which I probably can get into later, but it's diagnosed in 2013, so 2025, it's been at least 10 years. Yeah. I had major depression in 2010. I've been in therapy ever since. After 2013, I was hospitalized for 2 weeks and given a diagnosis of bipolar. Took some meds, didn't really like it, made me really sleepy, had some difficulties in college. And then I got depressed again junior year of college, so that was really hard. That summer I had finally reached out to the disability office that year. I really recommend the disability offices. If you're in college, every college has an office of disabilities, and there's also a department of rehabilitation program. What you can do is reach out to them and just get some help. They'll give you general guidelines, they'll give you kind of resources to guide you. You can get homework extensions, you can get midterm delay, rescheduling the dates, extra time on your any exam. They just work with the professors and act as a mediator for your college experience, and they're there for basically your academics. So there's a ton of resources if you know what's out there. I did recently cut my hair on my own, and there is something happening here that I need to fix, but I'm pretty happy with it. Just side note. Yeah. So let me just finish up my experiences, and then I'll jump into maybe another video after this, just to split up the time, because I know we're around 10 minutes. So I think we should go backward now. So 2022 was end of COVID. I've been pretty stable since then, especially since I found my boyfriend in 2022. 2020 was bad. I broke up with my boyfriend. I quit my job and started my job. I tried to commit suicide, but over medicating. I moved to Ridgecrest and moved back from Ridgecrest. I got hospitalized for my suicide attempt overnight, then got transferred to another facility. And then my dad came over and got scared. And then I came back. My boyfriend and I were already having troubles. I had quit my job. Hung out at his place a lot, even though my dad was there. So it was a difficult time for me. I had no social support. I had some family support, but I didn't feel like they were, they understood. And I just ended college, so a lot of my friends were not here. And I had another weird psychotic break / manic episodes where I was hallucinating strange symbols and hearing electricity. And I think I moved to like my aunt's, my dad's, stayed overnight with my friends a few times. I had a really traumatic moment with my boyfriend breaking up with me. He had a really cute dog, and I miss her every single day. I've had like really sad dreams about her where she's not being taken care of, and generally not great. I got put in St. Joseph's medical outpatient program, and I think last year I was even in an outpatient program in Artesia for a few months before I went to visit Vietnam. So I think that was really fun. Things have been looking up for me recently. I'm still tutoring every single day, but things are looking up, and I really want to get a full-time position as like a UX curriculum or ed tech designer. So I'm going to a conference this weekend for ed tech, and I'm really excited for it. I'm really nervous for it also, but I'm trying to reframe it as excitement. Anyways, I'm gonna end the video here. I'll see you guys next time. I'll probably try to record later, and I'll see you.